Hello UMS students and families. This is a tutorial on how to use your Google Calendar. You'll start by going to the website calendar.google.com, and if you're not already signed into your Urbandale Schools account, please make sure that you do that in the top right hand corner. You want to make sure you're in your school account because that's the email that your teachers will use when they're sending these Google Calendar events. So this is a look at this week, just some basic steps. I want to start by pointing out that you can do a weekly view, or if you prefer, you could change it to a daily view or a monthly view. It might be easiest to have a daily view just so all of these events take up a bigger space on your screen and you can see a little bit more detail. But a weekly view works just as well. So you'll notice that there's already a bunch of different events in there for each day. This is just an example student's schedule. So you'll notice on Monday, the first event doesn't start until 9:30 because it's a late start. And then the rest of the classes follow. On Tuesday, all classes start at 7:55. So with this example, this student has math first hour, art second hour. You'll notice a gap right here for third hour. This is a sixth grade student schedule, and sixth graders have guided study during third hour, so there's a break during that time. Fourth hour literacy. This student has advisory that's going to meet for 15 minutes on Tuesdays. There's another break in their schedule for lunch. Sixth hour at 12:05, seventh hour at 12:51, another break for Excel, and then ninth hour starts at the end of the day. So I'm going to talk you through why there's different breaks, as well as how to utilize these different events to find the information that you need to join your classes. So I'm just going to start by this first event. So if it was first hour at 7:55, I would click on the event. And you'll notice right here that there is a Zoom link. You just click on that and you join your class. And remember, all of these events will already be loaded onto your Google Calendar by your teacher. So you don't have to find these links. You don't have to create the events yourself. They will already be populated on there for you. When that class ends, you'll come back to your Google Calendar. At 8:44, you'll click on your event again and you'll join the Zoom link again. That's already listed in your calendar. I do want to talk about the different breaks in the day. So this is third hour for the student and they have a break. This is a guided study time. Guided study does not meet virtually unless you receive special programming. Some special programming classes that will meet virtually during the guided study period are for our EL students, our English language students, our special education students, and our OASIS students. All of those rostered students will meet during their guided study period. Remember, guided study is during first hour for seventh grade, second hour for eighth grade, and third hour for sixth grade. And again, these events will be added to your Google Calendar. So if there is not an event added for your guided study period, you do not have to meet virtually during that time. Looking again at our Google Calendar, you'll go to fourth hour at 10:16. I want to talk about advisory and when those periods meet. So advisories are going to meet virtually on Tuesdays only for our Jayhawk cohort. So those are the students that would attend school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're a member of the Team U cohort, so you come to school on Wednesday and Friday, your advisory only meets on Friday. And again, this is all subject to change as we are in a pandemic. So any changes that are made will be updated in your Google Calendar. So if advisory starts meeting every day or a couple days a week, just check your Google Calendar because those meetings will be scheduled in there by your teacher. But for right now, you just meet on Tuesday if you're a Jayhawk and on Fridays if you're Team U. After that, you'll notice that there's a break. Every student gets a lunch break. Sixth grade students, that's during fifth hour. If you're a seventh grader, that's during sixth hour. And if you're an eighth grader, that's during seventh hour. So that will have a break in your schedule for lunch. Again, if you're a sixth grader, I'm going to keep on going with this example schedule. Sixth period is 12:05. You click on the event, join the Zoom link. Seventh hour science at 12:51, you'll click on the event and join the Zoom link. And then 8th hour is another break. So I'm going to talk about why you would receive a break during that time. 8th hour for this student is their Excel period. If you're enrolled in a project Excel, you will not meet virtually at this time. Classes that will meet virtually during the Excel period, again, are those special programming classes, and these will be added to your Google Calendar by your roster teacher. So you will meet during Excel if you are an EL student, an English learner, if you're a special education student, if you are an extended learning program student, that's ELP, if you typically receive a reading intervention during Excel or a math intervention during Excel. And remember, that's again not for you to try to figure out. They will be added to your Google Calendar during your Excel period if you need to attend. And then finally, the student has 9th hour social studies. So again, you would just click on the event and join the Zoom link. We're hopeful that by the teachers adding all of these events to your calendar, that it's a lot easier to manage for the student. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your specific teacher, grade level counselor. And then I just want to point out one more time that since Monday is a late start schedule, that does not start until 9:30. And all of those classes are scheduled in there. Thank you.